somebody turn up the heat?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 degrees out here.
I wonder how this climate change is affecting our aquatic ecosystems in southeastern New York.
Oh man, I'm really hungry. I never had lunch today.
Oh, really? I remember Mr. Connick showed us these elderberries that he had out here.
Oh yeah, let's go find them.
Elderberries used to teach the students coming back in September about riparian plants. Recently, the elderberries have been bearing fruit earlier, and there have not been as many berries left to feed kids when I bring them out. When Lauren and Emily went out to search for some elderberries, they found that there were none left. Recently, there was an article in the newspaper that suggested that after 117 years of studying ecological data, the climate change is affecting our area.
Mahopac High School is located in the Croton watershed, which provides about 10% of the drinking water for New York City.
If plants are bearing fruit earlier, what other effects could climate change be having? Living in Croton watershed, which provides drinking water for New York City, how much climate change be affected the water supply?
After checking around, we found out that the New York City Department of Environmental Protection has been monitoring the Muscoot River, a tributary to the reservoir system. This stream in front of our high school is a tributary to that water course. Water quality data that was collected by the DEP since 1987 has been turbidity, alkalinity, nitrates, phosphates, chlorides, conductivity, dissolved oxygen, pH, and water temperature. We also collected information on the creek in front of our school. We had our sites, now we needed to decide which parameters to choose and graph.
The first site is in front of our high school because of easy access. The second site is the Muscoot River because the DEP did research on the Muscoot River.
The data obtained from NOAA for Carmel, New York, the town next to ours, we looked for trends. We graphed the data on Excel and determined through using a trend line that the air temperature had increased 0.7 degrees Celsius over 20 years.
What's a study? Since air temperature has increased, we determined what parameters of the water could be affected. Water temperature should increase, which would affect the dissolved oxygen as well as the solubility of the salts.
Data was sent from our connection at the New York City Department of Environmental Protection. The data was then graphed and analyzed for the trends and patterns.
After graphing the water temperature from the DEP on Excel, we discovered that the water temperature had decreased by 0.5 degrees Celsius. This was surprising because we expected the water temperature to increase as the air temperature did.
Results from research. Average air temperature, turbidity, conductivity, and chlorides increased while dissolved oxygen and water temperature decreased.
Scientific method, formulating hypothesis. Sea Creek will show the same kind of changes as the Muscoot River concerning water temperature, turbidity, conductivity, and chlorides. The dissolved oxygen in Sea Creek will have increased over time.
Scientific method, testing the hypothesis. The game plan. Data collected by students.
Students will use GLOW protocols to ensure quality assurance and quality control. Data will be collected once a week. Data will be inputted into the GLOW website.
Over the past several years, Mahopac High School students have been recording biological and chemical data on the creek in front of Mahopac High School known as Sea Creek. As you can see from the graph, the water temperature trend has decreased. Unfortunately, there was a gap in the data between 2005 and 2009, and we feel that this might have affected the trend.
Scientific method conclusion. The water quality of the drinking water for the New York City reservoir system is being compromised.
The same things that occurred in the Muscoot River have also occurred in Sea Creek.
Scientific method conclusion. The analysis of the results showed the same changes that are taking place in the Muscoot River are taking place in Sea Creek.
And I like to bring a camera. So I brought my camera, and I'm just sitting here reading, and all of a sudden they just put the islands in. And the islands supposedly increase habitat. So I'm sitting there, the next thing I know, I see this turtle climbing up onto the islands. Like, ah!
There's like a lot of I could try out.